Oh shit, people in here already spread the wealth. True knowledge, cause I said so. What's cracking? What's up, everybody? That's all I see for right now. Queen V, I see Queen V popped up. Planet Aries, that's right. Planet Aries. Yeah, baby, Planet Aries. What up, Soul Sus? YouTube got y'all coming in here slow. Travis Bailey, what's cracking? What's up, brother LY? What are they trying to, they vetting y'all before they show you on the screen? What is that? Main A, DJ Sherm. What is that? Tariq Khalid L. Excuse me. Yes, Tarif. Excuse me. Tarif Khalid L. Marcus Porter, Empress. There we go. Empress Raguda, Mrs. B. Invador Zen, Maria Carbajal. What up? Henty Henny Nefru, Brian Bennett. Golden Gold, Roger Ragland, Reed James, Silver and Gold T, SKJ, Sharky Dog, Antonio Bryant. What up, Antonio? What's up, US Blues, Mr. C, Big Lohan, JMG 87, CK, Karen Williams. Good afternoon. Antonio Mercado, another Antonio. We got Jesus. The notorious, just please us with your lyrical thesis. What up? Dancy Ashaka, Chinzira Anubis, True Knowledge, I got you. Melanated Brown, Brian Jones, was that Hood Politics Entertainment, Roger G, Michael Johnson, Rowdy Wood, Sirius Height, was it Hyoka? That how you say it? Hyoka? Queen T, excuse me, Ron Spinks, what was that? Shonda Curley, Michael Jackson. No, is that the Michael Jackson? No, it's good. What up? Peace to pleasure, Rod McDonald, Andre. What's up, everybody? What's cracking in here, y'all? Man, I was a little dry today, y'all. What's cracking, everybody? On the Saturn's Day, on the Nagalorian's Day, because this is the way on Nagalorian's Day. What's happening? All right, y'all, we got a lot to get to today. A whole bunch of, it's still all the bull crap is still going on. It hasn't stopped. As we talked about last week, we know the true reason why it's going on. So, but we're gonna talk about a little back history. We got to give it a little. We got to take it back a little bit, go a little back and see where a lot of this stuff started, because a lot of us don't know the true story of how all of this stuff began. We're talking, and we're not going back like thousands of years. We're going back like, we're just gonna take it back to the beginning of the 19th century, so 1900. We're gonna go back that far and see how all of this how we get to where we've gotten to today. But first things first, police stop law packages, they are sent out. Everybody, the deal was, if you ordered the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, you got these three. You got the police stop law package or flashcards 1 and 2. Usually you only get one, but I threw the other two in here because you need these, and this is the new one. The U.S. Supreme Court police stop decisions right here, because these decisions are what gives the power to these rights and laws right here. So make sure so the deal was for the last week. So usually, as I do, I'll give you today and tomorrow. So I'll extend the week till today and tomorrow. So if you want to get the deal, just order the Great Book of Melanin Research. You know, you get the whole physical, the hard copy, police stop law package, Know Your Rights manual, public official bonds book, the notices, the constitutional rights card, and the qualified immunity card you keep in your wallet or in your car, and the qualified immunity notice. You get all of that. If you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, you get all of that for free. All right. So today and tomorrow is the last day. I will extend the deal because usually I'll extend the week for the extra Saturday and Sunday. So unless you don't get in there Sunday, that's it. It goes back to the regular deal with one pack of flashcards. So appreciate everybody who's supporting. We need everybody to support now. You've been on the fence, get on over there, support. We need everybody to support. Appreciate you. Know Your Rights volunteers. If you want to learn the law for free, make sure you get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Again, if you want to learn the law for free, that's what I said, for free. Free. So you want to learn the law for free, make sure you get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. We're teaching you how to assert your rights and take your power back from the system, from the police officers who believe that because you don't know your rights, they can just come and violate you in any and every which way. So we got to take that illusion back, because it is an illusion, because they only can do it because they believe that you don't know anything. So once you start to know what they can and they can't do, boom, the illusion is is washed away. It's destroyed. So everybody, make sure you get on board with everybody who's jumping on knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Again, if you send us a message that you want to be involved, make sure when we send you back the questionnaire, the link to the questionnaire, make sure you go to the questionnaire, fill that out, and then send it back, because a lot of you go the first step and then you don't go the rest of the way and send back the questionnaire. So you got to send out the questionnaire. It's not a test. It's just to make sure we get to know you a little bit better, so before we interview you. So if you do that, then you hit us back, and then we'll set up an interview for you. So we want everybody to be involved. You know, rights don't have a face. So anybody who wants to learn their rights, we're taking any and everybody. So make sure you get over there and support. Also, if you want any of these products individually by themselves, you can also go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org and order and support over there. Appreciate y'all, man. All right. And also people who are Patreon. So knowyourrightsfoundation.org, that's for police stop law. That's for dealing with police in everyday situations, because the police are the first line of offense that the system uses against you. So that's for that. But then if you want to learn how to deal with the government for the long term, you want to change your status and learn how to contract in your new status, then you go to patreon.com/realnagas and sign up for the status classes, any of the status class levels. And at the highest level, when you're able to explain the paperwork, I give it to you for free. All right, so no charging for the paperwork when you're able to explain it. But if you can't explain it, I can't give it to you, because it's going to get you in more trouble than than not having it. So, but when you can't explain it, and you will after you watch the classes, I've got 20 some odd classes already posted and ready for your, for you to learn at your own leisure. Take your time. Once you grasp the information, you hit me up. We go over the paperwork. Once you can explain it, boom, it's yours, and then you're sovereign. Or you can also, you learn how to write it for yourself. I teach you how to also write your own paperwork. So any one of that, you want to do that, and make sure you're able to deal with the government in the long run, because that's what changing your status is for. That's what contracting is for, is when the government try to come for you, then you tidied up all of your stuff under your new status, and then they can't touch you under because they have no jurisdiction under your new status. So again, patreon.com/realnagas if you want to do that. Also, if you want to join the police stop law classes that we do every Sunday, people are getting in there. We got Khazai signed up. She's in the police stop law classes. Tell them about it, Khazai. She in there. We got her in there. She in there answering questions, raising hands, getting stuff wrong. No, I'm just playing. But that's how we do. We in there, we clown, we have fun. So if you want to do that, also patreon.com/realnagas. Sign up for one of the classes that we do every Sunday. All right. So appreciate you guys for that. And also the Cash App. People who's been hitting me up on the Cash App, appreciate you guys. Like I said, it feels good to get a Cash App during the week. Appreciate you guys for that. And that's Cash App, Real Nagas. Real Nagas, the number 9. All right, the number, yeah, yeah, you be getting shit wrong, girl. Raising your hand all eager and shit. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you, But yeah, so again, make sure you get over there and and sign up. And also the Cash App. Appreciate you. Cash App and the number 9 Cash App. All right, you guys. Oh, I got to give a shout out to, make sure you call the homie Timmy Tight Top at We Juice. He didn't drop more juices off again. He couldn't get here in time. Timmy Tight Top. But make sure you go hook the homie up at We Juice. That's OUIjuice.com. Even though I'm over here parched. I'm over here needing some juice. But you can still hit the homie up at wejuice.com. That's OUIjuice.com. And that's make sure you hit the number, the code is 5 off juice. All right, the number 5 off juice. And he'll hook you up. Maybe. Because I don't got no juice right now. But no, make sure you hit him up. Appreciate y'all. I want to give a shout out to brother Elliot Clements. Appreciate you, Elliot Clements. He donates to the Know Your Rights Foundation regularly, and I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you for that. Just wanted to give you a shout out because we may not be able to hit you back when you do the donation in the email. So if you didn't get the thank you in the email, just want to say thank you to Elliot Clements for donating, on a regular basis to the Know Your Rights Foundation. We appreciate that, brother. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother. But yeah, no, we really do, man. Thank you for that, bro. And then the last thing, make sure you check out this brother at Melanin Remedies. It's melaninremedies.com if you want the sea moss. He got the hookup on the strawberry and the blueberry sea moss. I done had the regular sea moss. Y'all done had the blueberry and the strawberry sea moss? Blueberry and the strawberry sea moss? Oh, shit, boy. Y'all don't know. You better get on over there. That's melaninremedies.com. Make sure you hit him up. Melaninremedies.com. He also has fitness programs and stuff, health programs, because he does holistic health. So if you want to hook him up and have him teach you on how to get your body healthy on the holistic side of the game, make sure you hook him up. The homie's name is LaDouglas. So make sure you hook up LaDouglas at melaninremedies.com and get your strawberry and your blueberry sea moss. Appreciate you. Little Goddess. I didn't get to the P.O. box, sorry, but I tried to look for your website today, and I couldn't find it. So, Little Goddess, if you're in the chat, please put your website in the chat so I can call it out. But I'll get to the P.O. box. It's just I got so much stuff to do during the week, I can't get to the P.O. box. But I will get to it this week, I promise. But appreciate you, Little Goddess. All right, everybody, let's get it popping. Also, again, the goal when you go for the Know Your Rights Foundation, you're working towards one of these police stop law certifications. Just make sure you know this beautiful certification right here that lets everybody know you know your law. You know that basic law, that police stop law, and you will not be messed with when the popo pull you over. You ain't nothing to F with. There you go, right here, baby. Appreciate you. Yo, S. Montgomery, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. All right, everybody, world news. Let's get into some world news. So, your boy Netanyahu, he's still at it. Netanyahu. So, did you know? So you see how he just they in full-blown attack mode on the Gaza Strip. Like 12,000 people taking out the game. Over 4,000 children. This is crazy. It's crazy. Then, I heard, just real quick on the side thing, Ron DeSantis, bitch ass, he was on a panel, I think it was yesterday, and they asked him about why do we support it. See, everything is all, why do we support Israel? Why do we support Khazaria, New Khazaria? And so all of them had to go down the line and say why they supported New Khazaria. And so they got to Ron DeSantis. So basically, it was only Vivek Ramaswamy, Nikki Haley, and Ron DeSantis. And Ron DeSantis you know, Nikki Haley was like, we need to support them. I went over there and I saw the bodies and I saw the, oh, shut your bitch ass up, Nikki Haley. So her mouth is is fully surgically attached to the Khazarian balls. Then you get to Ron DeSantis. And Ron DeSantis, he jumps over there. He goes, you know, we're fully support Israel because New Khazaria, excuse me. We fully support New Khazaria because New Khazaria has been our ally. They're the only democracy in the Middle East. They've been our financial partner. Nigga, you ain't saying nothing. What the hell has New Khazaria done for America, nigga? Nothing. We don't need New Khazaria at all. New Khazaria has done nothing for America. New Khazaria needs America though, but America don't need New Khazaria. So, but he's in New Khazaria and all this and that. Then he said about the ceasefire, because people want a ceasefire, right? And he goes, well, they had a ceasefire. There was a ceasefire before October 7th. On October 7th, there was a ceasefire. So what you're saying is, because of October 7th, they are justified in blowing up babies right now. Innocent babies. That's what he's saying. Because of this October 7th, which was bad, which was terrible. Hamas is fucked up for that. I'm telling you, anybody who kill innocent people, you fucked up. Straight up. You can't get away from that. However, that was what, 1,400 people? Then you go and take out 12,000 people, over 4,000 children, and you keep saying, acting like, oh, we're taking out the terrorists when you taking out less than 20 Hamas members? Less than 20. It's fucking crazy. And 20 is even too high. I'm rounding up. I'm rounding up. They ain't even took out 20 Hamas people. But all these babies, though, is getting taken out. So Netanyahu, bitch, though, and see, people are fighting back. They're pushing back against it. Even in Israel, there was a big-ass protest against the government. Thousands of people walking through the street. You got to go through the alternative news to see that. But that was on Real World News, and you saw the protest in Israel against the government, against what they're doing. They don't want the government bombing Palestine either. They don't want that either. So, but you don't know that, and a lot of backlash is going against the Israeli people when the Israeli people are actually, they're in the streets talking, but you don't see it because the Khazarian media blocks that out. So Netanyahu, bitch, this nigga says he starts arresting people. This is in New Khazaria. He starts arresting people who disagree with the war, or people who express sympathy for Palestinians. He is starting arresting them. Going to jail. Yale. As Black Dot would say, you going to Yale. That's fucked up. Like, you can't, if you put a post that you feel sorry for the dead Palestinians, or you suppress or you support a free Palestine or any of that, they take your ass to jail. They went and got one lady. She put out a post of how she felt bad about the death of this person, right? I think it was her grandma. But they went to her and they arrested her. They was about to arrest her because they thought she was sympathizing with the Palestinians. And she said, that post was about my grandma, who's New Khazarian. She said, that post was about my New Khazarian grandma. What are you talking about? They made her produce a death record, the death certificate for her grandma in order for her to get out, to not go to jail. Preston Davis, thank you, brother. Netanyahu, bitch, is crazy over there. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, America is fucked up. Yeah, but you got the best government in the world right now. That's just facts. Ain't no free speech in the rest of the world. And then they had him on the news and they said, so when are we going to deal with what caused this? You know, we're going to deal with accountability Because and I was saying that the IDF, they stood down when it happened for like 30 minutes. They stood down for like a couple of hours or whatever. It was like a long ass time before they even jumped into action. It was crazy. It's a crazy amount of time before they jumped into action. When they jump into action within the first 30 minutes. First 30 seconds to 3 minutes. That's when that's the usual IDF response time. 30 seconds to 3 minutes. But it took them fucking hours to jump in. And so of course everybody's saying, well, there was a stand down issue, right? They said, oh, it was a stand down. But nobody want to deal with the stand down. What up, Carmen Lopez? But nobody want to deal with the stand down. Or the theory of the stand down is what they call it. It's the theory of the stand down. So when they asked him, well, when are we going to deal with accountability? There's much time for accountability as soon as when the war is over. But we have to deal with the war now. We have to deal with the war. We can ask those questions later on down the line. Long way down the line. Far down the line where we can never see. Down all the way down. Keep going. Yes, keep going. Little further. He's like, nigga, we gonna kick this can down the fucking road to where, nigga, we are Ray Charles. We can't see that shit at all. We don't accountability can? The accountability can? Well, we just gonna kick that down the road a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? I got a water run. I don't know what the fuck you dealing with, but I got people to shoot. I got babies to blow up. So we'll deal with accountability way down there. See that down there? You don't see it? You'll see it in a little while. Like, nigga, don't worry about it. We'll get to the accountability can, maybe. He was like, nigga, accountability? What? Okay, what the? Okay, I don't even. What the? Do you got a dictionary? What the hell does that mean? Accountability, damn. I got an accountant for my bank account. That what you? No, that ain't what you meant. Oh, my bad. Like, accountability. These niggas is crazy. Then, did you see the video? The propaganda these niggas is putting out is insane. They putting out hottie videos of Israeli military women, of all the Israeli women and Israeli and Ethiopian, the Ethiopian dips. they all the ones, they looking all good doing their little TikToks and all that. They putting out propaganda videos of that. Then there was the videos supposedly coming from Palestine, where the actress, she was in the nun thing, and she was acting like she was in the Palestinian hospital, and it was bombs going bomb, and she's like, oh no, the bombs are hitting and Hamas is here, and Hamas is taking all of the blood, and I there's a 5-year-old boy, and I need to treat him, and there's no blood for him, and the bombs, boom, going on in the background and shit. And they come to find out that bitch is a goddamn actress. She an Israeli actress. She was acting like she was a Palestinian nurse, mad at Hamas for taking over the hospital and using up all the blood and resources that they needed for the injured people. But come to find out, this bitch is an actress. She's an Israeli actress. Niggas in Palestine was like, we don't know who that bitch is. She ain't never worked over here. Yo, last name first. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. He was like, man, she ain't never worked over here. We don't know who that bitch is. Come to find out, she an Israeli actress. Like, okay. Israel is crazy. New Khazarian is crazy. They are putting out the bullshit. Oh, did y'all see my new book? Y'all can go pick this up. You may find this is the first edition. You may find it in the third edition now. But check that out if you can. I'm trying to tell you. But so that video went viral, then she got outed as an actress. And then there was another video of them going through the hospital, showing weapons gathered up neatly. The weapons was gathered up neatly and placed in the middle of the floor. All in a row. Like, nigga, stop it. Then they went to the side, then they went to the wall and they showed this calendar on the wall, right? And it was supposed to be like, or this is for the hostages. They have held the hostages, and this is the moving. This is how they move the hostages on the ground. And you see, as you can see here, they move the hostages on this time schedule here. Right? And they doing all that, right? And then somebody, they looked at it because it was written in Arabic, and somebody looked at it and was like, nigga, that's the nurses' work schedule for the hospital. And they was like, nigga, you so full of shit, Israel. That's the nurses' schedule for the nurses at the hospital. It wasn't them, this is where they move the hostages at this time. And this, they are so full of shit right now. Then if you on YouTube, if you scrolling through YouTube, then a fucking pro new Khazari video will pop up about why they need to be in the war and fighting back and what happened on October 7th and why they're justified. And I'm like, this nigga's the propaganda machine, the bullshit machine. That's what we need to call it. The bullshit machine is on overload. God damn. Shit's crazy. So then, all of this is just ripping people apart. Did you see? I don't know if y'all know about Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens. So, bitch Shapiro and Blandis Owens. But Candace has been a Caucasian ball gargler probably since the beginning of time. She has been now. Then she was a Khazarian ball gargler, which is pretty much the same, because the Khazar, you know, Khazaria are true Caucasians. Did y'all know that? That's at the steps of the Caucasus Mountains. So Khazarians are true Caucasians. If we really want to get technical, two named Caucasians are Khazarians, being that Khazaria is at the steps of the Caucasus Mountains, right? So, but Candace Owens, she in pregnant mode right now, so she in her, you know, she is connected to the universe. She got two consciousness going on in the body right now, which makes her a little more, makes her a little more receptive to the universe. So women, that's the thing that you have when you're pregnant. You guys have dual consciousness within the body that opens you up to the universe more. You're pulling in twice the information at that time when you're pregnant. That's why it's a very special thing. That's why dudes can't be women. God damn it. You can't sustain a goddamn life in your body for 9 months. A whole other consciousness. Separate than yours. Going on right there. He's got his own goddamn... he got his own mind. If he want to punch his mama in the stomach or kick his mama in the stomach, he's going to do that. That's what happens. He's got his own thing going on. So Candace Owens, she is connected right now. And so she's like, yo, we need to stop just killing babies. Not a controversial statement. I don't agree with nothing pretty much. Well, some stuff she say, she be talking. Candace Owens do be dropping some stuff sometime when she be on the anti-alphabet soup shit. But, so on this one though, she was right on this one. Yo, we need to just stop killing babies. And then Ben Shapiro, yo, Brandon Terry, thank you. Thank you, brother. Gratitude for you too. So she was like, yo, we just need to stop killing babies. Then Ben Shapiro comes out and calls her pseudo knowledge or pseudo something. Like maybe she's stupid. Basically, she's stupid. She don't know what the hell she's talking about. And says she was disgraceful, right? Then she came back with a Bible verse. Blessed be the people of blah, 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 dude, you know, something about money over serving two gods or whatever that Bible verse is. You can't serve two gods, blah, blah, right? Then that nigga came back like, well, if you don't want to take my money, if If you don't want to take our money, you can kick rocks, bitch. So they going back and forth. So like I said, this is ripping cats apart because again, she worked for the Daily Wire. She worked for Ben Shapiro because Ben Shapiro owns, and so now she been stepping on eggshells because she don't want to piss off her daddy because Ben Shapiro is her daddy. No matter what she want to say, Ben Shapiro's her daddy. So she been holding her tongue and saying, trying to be all nice and shit. When Candace Owens don't ever hold her tongue for nobody. But against the Caucasian, when your mouth is full of Khazarian balls, it ain't much room for you to say much. when the Khazarian ball owner, when he starts shitting on you, you can't say nothing with a big Khazarian ball in your mouth. So, Candace, that's what happens. See? That's what happens when you dance with the devil, baby. You got Khazarian ball hair coming out the side of your lip. So, but there again, Ben Shapiro was trying to act like they should just be bombing babies and innocent people over in Palestine. Let's just keep on bombing them, knowing that they're hitting civilians, but keep using the bullshit of civilians. They're using civilians as shields. So let us, by all means, go and kill the shield because it's an innocent baby, but we should be able to kill the shield as we feel to get to the Hamas nigga behind the shield. Which that's not even happening. Yo, with half of y'all in here with your shoes on? What in the boy? Literally half of y'all in here with your shoes on. Why do I gotta keep reminding y'all to do that every time? Every time? Come on, man. Every time? Seriously? Come on. Hit the like button, people. And the reason you do that is because it helps the video to move around because YouTube be on me. They just deleted one of my videos from 8 months ago. So these videos, you hit the like button, these videos get shared. But YouTube be trying to put me in the dungeon, under the dungeon, with the dragons, like in Games of Thrones. So y'all need to hit the damn like button so I can see some sunlight. But like I said, they took down one of my videos from 8 months ago. Told me I violated the crack scene community guidelines. I'm like, 8 months ago. How you just scanning through my stuff and go back 8 months? Really? 8 months? You just scanning through people's shit, man. So, just letting y'all know, we got to be aware. YouTube be on me. In 8 damn months, they went back and found the videos. Oh, yep, that one right there. Couldn't find nothing else because we using the coded language. This is for all you new people in here. This is why I use the coded language of cat, dog, cat, and Khazarian and all of that because it's hard for them to go find a video to take down. They had to go back 8 months to find some shit. God damn it, YouTube. But, so hold on. So, please hit the like button, everybody. Only 80 of y'all hit it. Only 80? Nah, so moving along, still in world news. So, I want to give y'all background on how the hate started with the whole, how the Khazars got power in modern times. All right, so in how they used or how they became or used victimhood as a weapon. Let's see how they use victimhood as a weapon. So if you want to know like part of the history or a good portion of the history, you can go look up this dude named Benjamin H. Friedman. He was a Khazar, a rich Khazar from back in the day, and he was involved in all of the hookups. When all of this was being put together, he was involved in it, and then he figured out, he was like, oh, this is some bull crap. So he got out of it and started telling the people what was going on, and he was one of the first people to say, we're not Jews, we're Khazars. He said he was one of the first. That was way back in the 60s. So Benjamin H. Friedman, if you want to, he's he does a speech called, it's a speech at the Washington Hotel or something like that. If you want to look for it in YouTube, Benjamin H. Friedman. But he doesn't say all of this I'm about to tell you. He goes into a lot of it, but not all of this. He doesn't put it together like this. So basically, in 1905, there was a Russian Revolution, right? So you had Khazars who lived in Russia, which is where all of that is. Khazaria is right next to Russia, Crimea, all of that right there. It was all Khazaria at one point. Before it was Russia, it was all Khazaria. So now, you know, you got Khazarians who live in Russia, right? So after the Russian Revolution, 1905, the Khazarians were kicked out. They were kicked out of Russia. Germany let the Khazarians in. You know, come on in, brother. Come on in, man. Because it was some Khazarian German Khazarians over there. So, and also at the time, the World Bank was one of the Rothschilds. I mean, the German bank, the German central bank was controlled by one of the Rothschilds. I think it was Lionel Rothschild. So, or something to that effect. So then when they were over there, the Germans let them over there. They were living cool. They was living cool with the Germans, kicking it, all of that, right? So then World War I breaks out, right? And that was against Germany and the Ottoman Empire and a lot of other cats. And then you had Russia, Britain, France, and I forgot the other people, but those are the main people in that they were fighting. So Britain, Russia, France, those are the main people. And then Germany was fighting against them. Germany with Turkey and all the rest of them was fighting against that, right? So Germany and them was winning. They was winning the World War I, right? And they was getting ready to come to an agreement. Britain was getting ready to come to a surrender agreement. Then the Rothschilds over in Britain said, hey, don't give in. We can get America to join the war if, just a little something now. Hey, look here, I know you think we're going to ask for something big. It ain't nothing big, just a little something. All we need, just give us Palestine, my nigga. That's it. Hey, nigga, that's all. That's all we want. You hook us up with Palestine, America is in the war for you. And Britain was like, shit, nigga. Hey, boo. That's all we need. So, y'all heard that's the Balfour thing, the Balfour Agreement. So Britain was like, sure. Well, we get Palestine, we go over there, we win this war, boom, you got Palestine, right? So that happened. They get in the war. America, the Allied powers or whatever, they win the war. So there was I think it was in 1919. So in 1919, they had something called the Paris Peace Conference. You look it up. So it's called the Paris Peace Conference. And during the Paris Peace Conference, they were basically deciding, this is after the war ended. So they were basically deciding on the terms of the war and all that type of stuff and how it would be divided. So at the Paris Peace Conference, there was like 117 Khazars, including the Rothschilds, that showed up to the Paris Peace Conference, right? And that's when they were like, yo, that's when the plan for Palestine, for them to take over Palestine was shown, right? So nobody knew about the deal until then. So then when Germany saw that the Khazars, who had been treated fine and good and well in Germany all this time, how they went behind their back and made a deal with Britain to get America in the war so that they can get Palestine, they was like, oh, y'all some fuck niggas. This is some y'all, we been treating you niggas all good and shit. Oh, okay, y'all on that bullshit. Okay, we see how y'all niggas do, right? So Germany, you know, as they would be, they started looking at the Khazars in Germany off like, y'all niggas on that bullshit, right? So they start ostracizing them and shunning them. Basically, not not patronizing their businesses and stuff like that. So where the swastika thing came from, they would put that symbol on the businesses to show Germans who, you know, were not to shop because the Khazars had betrayed them in the war. This is what happened. So the Khazars betrayed them in the war, right? So the Khazars was like, oh, y'all want to play that game? Because the Khazars, even though they were a small population over there, they had a lot of the businesses, even more than 50% of the businesses, because they were just shrewd business people and they bought up a lot of the stuff because the money was cheap. So when they bought up a lot of they bought up a lot of the infrastructure. So they said, okay, this is what we gonna do. So I think it was in like, let me get the year right. So it was in 1933. So after in 1933, and this is right around the time when you had the this is right around the time you had the banking crisis over in America. So in 1933, the Khazars called an economic war. They called out an economic war against the Germans. It was called the anti-NZ boycott, right? So they basically said, well, we're not, since we're more of the labor, since we're the financial force, we're just not going to hire a bunch of Germans. We're not going to hire these niggas. And because the Germans, their major export was their labor. They didn't export a lot of goods and shit like that. So their major export was labor. So the Khazars was like, we're not going to hire Germans. Right? It's like, fuck it. We just not gonna hire no more Germans. So now they had an economic war against the Germans. Then in let me make sure, let me get the year right. So then in 1938, the German foreign, it was called the German Foreign Diplomats Office. So in the German Foreign Diplomats Office, a 17-year-old Polish Khazar, he walked into the German diplomat's office and shot him and killed him. Shot him in the face, killed him, right? Why would a 17-year-old Polish German walk into the German diplomat's office and kill him? He had to be under control. Somebody told him to go do that. And then they didn't even find the dude till a while after. But he went in there, he did that. So that, right after that, is when they called that the Night of Broken Glass, is when that happened the same day, all the Germans, they went through Germany and started smashing all the businesses in, all the Khazarian businesses. They called it the Night of the Crystal Glass or something, the Crystal Broken Glass or some shit like that, where they smashed all the businesses, right? So after that, not too long after that, maybe about less than a year after that, is when Germany invaded Poland, because again, it was a Polish Khazar who walked into the diplomat's office and killed the German diplomat. So that's why they invaded Poland and then started the whole shit, right? Because they killed the dude that got killed, his name was Ernst von Roth. He was the German diplomat. And the 17-year-old kid who killed him, his name was Herschel Grinspa. Whoever, how you say his name. The 17-year-old Herschel Grinspa, he walked into the office of the German foreign diplomat, Ernst von Roth, and shot him, right? And so then right after that, that's when all of this bullshit started. But they try to act like the Germans just woke up one day and was like, these people, they're not fit to be alive. Oh my God, they just hated them right out of nowhere. Like, that ain't what happened. See, they don't tell the full bullshit. Yo, Roderick Rose, appreciate you, brother. He says, the tube tripping, no alerts. It's all good. For sure, man. And also, if you think you're subscribed, make sure you check your subscription, because people are telling me they went back and found out that they weren't subscribed. So YouTube be taking subscriptions away. That's the other thing that they be doing. So that actually happens on a lot of the other channels too. That's what alerted me to it. So make sure you check if you're subscribed, because YouTube takes your subscription down. It's crazy. Yo, been getting it. Been getting it, me too. So that's the basic condensed version of what happened, of why the Khazars are victims today. Because the Germans let them in there after the Russian Revolution in 1905, treated them nice, then they turned on Germany in the war and got America in on the war, because they ran the American, they ran America at that time, because they had the Federal Reserve, and the Federal Reserve came in 1913. So and in 1917, they owned the Federal Reserve. So they were able to just call over here and tell, yo, you need to get America in on the war. So when they did that, that tipped the scales in the British side. And so Germany found out a couple of years later and was like, oh, y'all niggas on that fuck shit. All right, nigga. And that's what happened. So just so y'all know the story now, y'all don't think that, the Germans just woke up one day and thought the Khazars was some evil people who didn't deserve to be alive. That's the story. So then, now they calling, the reason I put that, because now they calling Trump, they called him Hitleasy, the tiny mustache dude. They called him Hitleasy and Mussolini, and wrapped in one. They just called that nigga, they just went on the news and they said Trump is Hitleasy and Mussolini. The reason they said that is because in an interview, they asked him if he became president, if he was going to go back after his opponents, his political opponents, like, basically like Biden is doing. But they didn't say like Biden is doing, but they said, do you plan to use the government to go after your political opponents? And he said, well, the precedent has been set, right? Biden set the precedent. He's doing it right. Then he called them vermin. He called the Democrats vermin. And so they tried to say that word was what Hitleasy used to call the Khazars when he was killing them over in World War I. That's what in World War II. That's what he used to call the Khazars. So because he used the word vermin, that makes him Hitleasy. These niggas are crazy. They'll just throw anything on you, propaganda, and call you that, and boom, that's it. Yo, been getting it. Thanks again, brother. Yo, Mr. Darius, TVD, appreciate you. So this is their tactic. Always the victim. Going all the way back to then, to where they flipped on they traded on the Germans. Allegedly, gotta say allegedly, because but that's actually what happened. But they flipped on the Germans, and then the Germans got pissed, like they had the right to do. Like, if you got an enemy sleeping in your camp, if you found out he flipped on you, how would you? If you got a nigga sleeping in your house, and you found out that the dude sleeping in your house just gave some criminals the code to your front door, you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna kick that bitch ass nigga out. At the very least, you're gonna put that nigga in the corner with a cot. Nigga, you ain't got no more room of the house. Get your ass over in the corner with a cot. But you would kick him out. But Germany didn't do that. They didn't kick him out. They just ostracized him and treated him like, we know what y'all did. We know what y'all did. So that's the bullshit. That's what's going down right now. And so Trump was like, well, I might. He didn't say he might, but he just said basically the Democrats set the precedent by going after their political opponents with the government by what Biden is doing. So if he does it, you can't say nothing if he does it. He didn't say he was going to do it, which he did look like he was going to do it. But he didn't say he was going to do it. He just said if he did do it, Biden set the precedent. And so now they called that nigga Hitleasy and Mussolini because he want to use the government, or he wouldn't say he wouldn't use the government against his political opponents the same way that Biden is doing. So this is all the fuck shit that's going on right now. And then y'all already know about the canal that's going in. So moving along, in American news, did you hear the FCC passes the Biden Digital Equity Plan? Did y'all hear about that? Yep, hit Leezy. Did y'all hear about the FCC passing the Biden Digital Equity Plan? Y'all even know what that is? Y'all hear about that? While all the goddamn war news is going on, Ukraine. Y'all ain't heard nothing about the Biden equity bill, huh? No? Well, you know what that is? That's the FCC taking control over all the internet. That's what that is. It was a plan that was implemented a while ago when we were watching, and the watchdogs was like, no, you can't do that. So then Biden and them pulled it back. Tried to do it again. They were like, hey, nigga, we told you can't be on that fuck shit. Like, oh, my bad. Nigga, my bad. What room? Oh, this ain't room 17? Oh, my bad, nigga. I thought I was room 71. Okay, my bad. I mixed it up. 17 and 71, my bad. So then, when the war pops off, they slid it on in there again. And the FCC passed it the other day. Thursday, I think it was. Thursday. He passed that shit. Now the FCC can control all the internet in America. They can say what your terms of service is, what you can say. They can control your speech, all of that stuff on the internet now. Now, it's probably gonna be sued. Somebody gonna sue this shit and take it to the Supreme Court. But until then, the FCC controls the internet. Biden, not the FCC. Let me be clear, not the FCC. Biden, or not Biden. Probably gay Rock Obama is the one who really running Biden. If we really, want to be, is gay Rock Obama. But whoever running Biden in them and trying to keep America and trying to destroy America and the First Amendment, they now have control over the internet in America. And this was pushed on us while nobody was looking, while we all tripping about the Khazarian and the Palestinians. Oh no, my God, it's terrible. I got all these people dying. And it is terrible. But on the low, they like, Biden was like, yeah, girl, it's so bad. Oh my God, it's terrible. God damn, oh my God, we need to do something about this. We need to do something about this. Yeah, but we need to do something. It's terrible. Wow, did you get that? Oh yeah, oh my God, it's so terrible. And while he's sliding the FCC, the plan, oh my God, it's so terrible, everybody. We got to get out of this war. Ceasefire. That's what he did. Now, Biden controls the goddamn internet, y'all. And none of us knew. Shit. It's so bad that the FCC commissioner, the head of the FCC, that nigga was like, this is too much power, yo. Like, we don't need all this power, nigga. What you doing? He tried to give it back. He's like, nah, nigga, we don't need all of this power. What you do? We don't need. Hey, goddamn. Whoa, shit, we can do that too? Oh, shit, nigga, goddamn. Whoa, nigga, oh, goddamn. He was like, nigga, we don't need. Oh, well, maybe I'll say that for later. But we don't need to do all this. And they said, we're going to give you the power anyway. Now, why do they want the power over the internet, everybody? Why would they want the power over the internet right now? What's getting ready to go down in America that they want to control? Goddamn elections. They are about to mash out on the election time. That's right, Geechee Dan. They are trying to have full clampdown on these elections. Roger Rose, appreciate you, gay rock. Hey, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Him and Will. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But maybe him and Will got a special hideout together. But taking control over the internet for the election, and nobody said anything. Now, again, this is probably going to get sued. I'm sure it's going to get sued, because as soon as they try to say that, one of the right-wingers or somebody couldn't say this about Trump, or they couldn't place this out about Trump, or they try to say that that's misinformation or anything like that, they're going to take them to court. It's probably going to be taken to court even before that. It's probably going to be taken to court even before that. But because the backlash, because I'm sure you guys haven't seen it, but the right-wing cats, they knew, and they mashing out. They mashing out. So we got to mash out with them, because we like to talk crazy. Who like to talk more crazy than melanated people on the internet? What if they start saying we can't say that we were the true Egyptians, the Kemetans? We were the ancient Sumerians, or the true Aboriginal Americans, which is really a thing. They probably, no, you got to cut that out. You can't say that. They try to say we not the true. You can't say you are the true Aboriginals. Biden and them has that power. The power. What? Right power. You got it, right power. So Biden and them has all the power right now. And y'all better watch out. So make sure y'all be careful about what you say on the internet. Because Biden controls the internet now. So moving along, make sure y'all look that up. That's really big, actually. We're gonna we need to build up some pushback against that. Because they didn't hear the reason they were able to push it through this time, because everybody was distracted with the Khazarian war. Because everybody saw it. Everybody had an eye on it. They able to push it through this time. So now we got to be on it. But moving along. Did you see the illegal immigrants in New York and Chicago? They got moved out to some camps because it's getting cold as shit in Chicago and New York. Apparently it's cold as hell. I've been in Chicago one time in the winter for like an hour. I don't ever want to go to Chicago in the winter ever again. You understand me? Ever. Never. Ever do I want to go to Chicago again in the wintertime. I was 1 hour and I thought I was in Siberia. Goddamn. So I could just imagine with them homeless people, those immigrants, and they was like, nigga, what? So they got moved out to the camps because it's cold. They don't have the, bro, that cold hurts. Hell yeah, dude. Gave it to God. Boy, that cold, especially in Chicago. Wait, and then it get windy when it's cold? Like, nigga, what? You got the nerve to be 15 below and you gonna blow wind? Oh, nigga, I'll kill somebody right now, nigga. Nigga, I'll kill all of Chicago right now. What the fuck? You gonna blow wind and you 15 below. Nigga, fuck this. So, I understand. So the immigrants in Chicago and New York, they like, nigga, fuck this. Put us back on the bus to Venezuela, my nigga. Like deuces. They like, nigga, because they was going to move them. They're moving them out to refugee camps and shit, right? And them niggas, they got to the refugee camp and they saw that it was like a tent. It was like a tent in like the middle of a parking lot with this big old gates and shit wrapped around it. So they got off the bus. They were like, they got right back on the bus. Hey, you can send me back to the border, my nigga. Give me a ticket. Send me to the train station. Yeah, it get real over here. And y'all just come over here thinking you're supposed to get handouts when it's homeless people over here and poor people over here who don't get that love. They were getting putting 5-star hotels and room service and shit. So that stopped. So they took them out of those hotels, put them on the bus and said, y'all got to go to these camps. And then when they got to the camp, they were like, what? We don't get I don't get the salmon and the asparagus with the risotto room service. Hey, nigga, what the fuck? Y'all are just, you false advertising. America false advertising, everybody. They full of shit. They first gave me salmon and risotto. Now they want me to eat top ramen. You goddamn right, motherfucker. You can't come over here and just act like you and think you're supposed to take money. People are just supposed to give you shit. Because you didn't want to live in your country because it was poor. It's not like you were running from a government that was destroying you, trying to kill you and shit like that. They over here because you're poor, which is fucked up for sure. But that means then you got to come over here the proper way. You just can't just, hey, nigga, saddle up. Nigga, we about to go on over to America and take all that shit. No, you don't have the right to do that. If you do it properly and we let you in, fine. Just like if you come to my door and you knock on my door and you give me, you say, hey, brother, I'm a little hungry. Can you help? Can you give me assistance? Then you give me the choice to say yes or no. But nigga, you kick in my door, bam. Hey, nigga, what y'all got in there on that? Oh, nigga, that gumbo? Is it gumbo? Hey, nigga, first off, it ain't no pork sausage in there, is it? Because me and mine, we don't eat the pork sausage. So can you just take the pork sausage out for us and then we'll be good. Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you. Nigga, you gonna come to somebody else, kick somebody's door in, go in the gumbo and ask him to take the sausage. Take out the sausage because you don't eat pork. Nigga, you are crazy. You can't do that. That is nothing that you can do to anyone. But out there, consent. And so that's what's happening over here. Then New York is spending they're taking money away from the city programs to give to the illegal immigrants. They're taking away from city programs. 5.5 million is about to be taken out of the sanitation department in New York. 120 million is being taken out of the school programs in New York. $120 million out of the school programs. So the sanitation said that means trash and shit gonna start piling up. Which New York already got a goddamn bad sanitation problem. Whereas rats every goddamn where, because all New Yorkers do just throw their trash out on the street, on the sidewalk. So they already have a bad rat problem. But now they're about to take $5.5 million from that. It's about to be crazy. Yo, Roger Roach, thank you, brother. He says, from salmon to top ramen. Hell yeah. That's a hell of a drop, ain't it? Them niggas was getting room service salmon. And now they got to eat top ramen, nigga. They got to pull the pack, rip the packet. Also nicely. Put that little packet in there, nigga. They ain't trying to have that. I need the salmon risotto. So 120 million taken out of school programs is going to leave children messed up. These are like after school programs, fitness programs, stuff like that. Schools, period. For teachers, money for teachers. Eric Adams is crazy. Now, have you noticed, ever since Biden gave him the ball slap across his cheek, Biden slapped him with the balls like, hey, you better straighten up, nigga. He is not asking the federal government for no more money. He just said, fuck it, I'm a grape. I'm a grape New York. Which is jacked up. Like, New York is already messed up. Goddamn. Then they gonna cut 30,000 cops. They're cutting 30,000 police officers from New York. Because New York ain't bad enough. The crime ain't bad enough in New York, is it? They about to cut 30,000 police officers to pay for illegal immigrants. All of this is to pay for illegal immigrants. That's insane. So it's about to be Escape from New York. And y'all see that movie? I remember Escape from New York with Snake Plissken as was it Kurt Russell? Shout out to Kurt Russell, Snake Plissken. God damn it, but Escape from New York, boy, it was as New York turned into a goddamn hell. It was crazy, just a full-blown hell. And you had to escape from New York. If y'all don't remember, that's an old movie, y'all, from the 80s. Then it was Escape from LA. And then they had the sequel was Escape from LA. But Escape from New York is the original. And y'all about to turn into that. Y'all about to turn in literally. It's not even a game. It's not even a game. Y'all got Venezuelan prostitutes walking up and down the goddamn Manhattan now. What the fuck? So, man, y'all better be vigilant over there to get that done. Then a new 40-page report from the House Republicans, they showed that the price for taking care of illegal immigrants in America is, guess how much, y'all? Guess how much it costs to take care of the illegal immigrants that have crossed the border thus far. Guess how much? Hyro says trillion. Half of that. 500 billion. The correct number, the exact number is 451 billion. So I rounded up a little. $451 billion. Oh, did I mention? A year. Not all together. $451 billion a year to take care of these niggas who are coming across the goddamn border. When veterans can't get nothing, homeless people can't get shit, homeless veterans can't get nothing. It is mad crazy over here. As broke as people are. But no, we got $451 billion to give illegal immigrants? What the fuck? They crazy. But man, oh shit. This is why a lot of Republicans is like, yeah, fuck that, I'm gonna have to vote for Trump. A lot of Democrats. That nigga Michael Rappaport came out. He the biggest Trump hater of all time. That nigga was like, shit, god damn, I might have to vote for Trump. I mean, Democrats are going crazy. They are literally just selling off America, giving it off, just handing it away. And because I'm Aboriginal, it's my goddamn land. I got something to say about that shit, goddamn it. You can giving away my goddamn land, bitch. So that's what's happening. Then other countries like Germany and Italy, they're starting to cut out their immigration policies. They're like, nigga, it's too much. Nah, we good. We ain't taking no more. We're not taking no more. And remember, this is the one world order plan to destabilize governments by literally like wiping away borders. You don't have any borders because we've flooded all of these countries with so many different ethnicities and populations and countries. Excuse me. You won't be able to distinguish your country anymore. Just, what is it, a couple days ago, at the southern border in San Diego, a flood of Haitians or Africans and shit. It was like a whole flood of Africans just came across the border. And then one of them died. Somehow they said one of them was killed somehow. But it was like 1,000 of them just coming across the border. And the border patrol like, come on in. Mm-hmm. Here you go, brother. So that's a real thing. They're having what they call deportation drives in Germany and Italy, kicking them back. Get your ass back to your country, nigga, and deal with your shit. You can't run from your fuck shit. Fix your government. Gather people. Do the work that other people did in their own countries to make their governments good. You just can't be like, nope, well, nigga, they got their shit good over there, nigga, we going over there. and not have to do the work in your own country. Learn how to make your governments great and do that over there. Come on, man. So, moving along, just saying, y'all better watch out because the immigration thing is not going to get better. And also, they're doing it because, just so you know why they're doing it, because those immigrants in the future will be able to be counted as part of the population. Non-voting, but because they're able to be counted as part of the population, the states, the Democratic states will get, or the Democrats will get, because if they register as Democrats, they get more representation within the government. That's also what the 3/5 clause meant in the Constitution. It didn't mean black people were 3/5 of a person. It just meant that they had 3/5 of the rights, meaning they could be counted as part of the population, but didn't have the right to vote. So that the states who didn't have enough populace to get representation in Congress, they used the slave population so that they can get representation in the government. That's what the 3/5 clause meant. So all y'all going around there, the white folks call it 3/5 of a man, the 3/5 ain't got shit to do with that, man. We all pick up a goddamn book and learn the goddamn law and government so that y'all not out here just, nigga, I got downloaded from the universe and it told me that the 3/5 of a person meant that they were degrading us. Like, nigga, you ain't done no study whatsoever. Does not mean that. So, get into the game. All right, moving along. Did you see that the colonizers, yes, take your shoes off, like Taurus said, please. Take your damn shoes off. Still 200 and something of y'all in here. About 200 of y'all with your shoes on. So, did you hear that the colonizers, you're a colonizer. The colonizers. The colonizers. The colonizers. The colonizers of Africa and the Americas. They are now upset at the term decolonization. They mad. They said that the phrase decolonization is a euphemism for genocide. Go the fuck back home. Paris Moore said, go the fuck back home. But no, they think when you say decolonization, it means you want to wipe them out. This is what they're trying to equate. So that, see, this is their tactic. They'll take a phrase that you are using, that you're using to shed light on an atrocity or something like that, and then they'll turn it into some bullshit, like anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic only is Semites, or Semitic means a language. It has nothing to do with an actual person or a people, as far other than the people who speak the language. But it's a language. But they have you thinking it means a person, an actual physical, genetical person. And so, boom, when you say anti-Semitic, that means you are literally against an actual physical person. So that's the way they do shit. So they're going to take decolonization, which means take your ass home. That's what that means. They're going to say now it means it's a euphemism for genocide. When you say colonize or decolonize, that means you want to kill all the colonizers, which is racist. It's racist. We can't be racist. You can't be racist either. Just because we killed all of your people and we took the land, that doesn't mean that you can come and take it back. That's not how it works. So, also the phrase, from the river to the sea, right? Because that's the phrase that they say Hamas uses to say that, they're saying that that's also a euphemism. That's a euphemism for decolonization, which means they want to wipe out all of the people in New Khazaria, right? So, this is the weapon they'll use. They'll weaponize words. This is their main game, weaponization of words. Y'all got to learn this game. I'm telling you, it's a major game. It's a big game. If you learn how to weaponize words, you got them. I'm telling you. Hit them with the word, with the degrading word before they hit you with it. Hit them with the word that'll get them canceled, the phrase that'll get them canceled before they hit you with it. I'm telling you, it's preemptive. It's called preemptive strike. It's called a preemptive strike. It's the same thing that Eminem did in 8 Mile. when he knew what homeboy was going to say against him. And so he went out and said it all. So he took his power away. You got to do a preemptive strike. So Elon Musk, he said that you cannot say the phrase decolonization or the phrase from the river to the sea on Twitter. You get banned from Twitter. See, Elon Musk with the fuck shit. Nigga. Why? Because Elon Musk is a colonizer. Where's Elon from? South Africa. Tell me how many Caucasians are birthed off the South African land, everybody? I just want to know how many Caucasians are indigenous to South Africa. How many? I just want to know, never know. Could be found a new tribe somewhere. Gator the God says 0. Hey, hey, I'm just out here spitballing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they got a lost tribe of whiteness out of South Africa that Elon come from. So he said, you can't call me a colonizer. See, it's a little soft spot for Elon because his people are colonizers of South Africa. And they've been called that. I'm sure he's heard that term while he was growing up his whole life. So it's a sore spot. When you say decolonization, because really all it means is get the fuck off my land, bitch. That's what it means. Take your bitch ass back to wherever the hell you came from. That's what it means. It don't mean nobody want to kill your ass. It just means pack the fuck up. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. That's all it means. Hit the road, Jack. But no, you can't say the phrase because now Caucasians or the colonizers are hurt. It hurts. It hurts us right here. Right here, man. Do you understand how deep the wound goes? I mean, we only colonized. Only reason we colonized is because we could. And you were stupid. And we just came and fucked everybody and raped all the old land and just killed everybody and took all the resources. But you don't need to be mad. That's just life, man. It hurts us in here that you were that stupid that we were able to take the land. Doesn't that mean anything? It doesn't mean anything to you. Like, nigga, I will choke your bitch ass out. Take your ass home. So as an Aboriginal of the Americas, I'm fully with the get your ass back to your land. Take your ass home. Fully with it. Get your ass back to your house. But be careful with that phrase, decolonization, on Twitter. And probably soon to be on BitchTube. You're probably not going to be able to say it soon on BitchTube. So just be aware. The colonizers have found a way to shut up the people, the indigenous and aboriginals who want their land back. Or their supporters. Because there's a lot of supporters for the aboriginals and indigenous people too. So they found a way to shut us down, sorta, kinda. You can always flip your code, flip it around, use the word, we the gods of coded language. So just make sure you don't say that. Especially the other phrase, from the sea to the river thing. Don't say that. All right, so moving along. More in American government news. Did you see that one of the senators and the Teamster boss, they was about to throw hands in Congress? Did you see it? Tell me you saw it. Man, that shit was hilarious. So apparently the Teamster had been talking shit on Twitter to the congressman. Dude's name is Wayne Mullen. Something like that. Wayne Mullen or something. I call him Big Wayne Mullen. Because Wayne Mullen ain't no joke. That nigga Big Wayne Mullen ain't no joke. So he called out Wayne Mullen, Republican dude, told him anytime, anywhere, whoop-de-whoop, called him out, called him all kind of bullshit. Just was killing him on Twitter, right? So finally when they get in there, Wayne Mullen was like, I got your tweets here, my nigga. What you want to do? You want to do something? You want to do something, nigga? We here. You said anytime we meet up, nigga. Well, we here right now, nigga. What's popping? And then the Teamster tried to act like he was all gangster. He was like, well, let's go. And Mullen was like, what's up, bitch? Nigga Mullen stood up like, hey, nigga, I'll come down and smack the shit out of you, bitch. And so, nigga, he didn't say it like that, but that's the energy he had. I'm projecting. I'm reading through the lines. I'm body reading. I'm reading his body language. That nigga, I'll come down there and beat your ass, bitch. Then Bernie Sanders, you're a senator. You're a senator. Act like a senator. And sit down. Have some decorum. And I'm like, nigga, if I was... First of all, Wayne Mullen is a UFC undefeated fighter. That nigga 5-0 in the UFC. And all his fights went like less than a round. Meaning he took care of them niggas quick. That was quick knockouts, quick chokeouts, quick submission. So Wayne Mullen ain't no joke, nigga. And Wayne was like, bitch, I do this all day, nigga. What's popping, bitch? Hey, nigga, I'm fucking with Wayne Mullen. That's my new nigga in Congress. Because he was about them hands. You want the smoke? All right, so it was so damn funny. Bernie Sanders, I'd have been like, Bernie, shut your old ass up, nigga. You ain't never threw a hand in your life. Shut the fuck up, sit your ass over there. This is how man handle shit, bitch. I'd have told Bernie, shut your bitch ass up. This is how man handle shit, nigga. Now, what's up? I'd have went down there too. Nigga about to take his ring off. He stood up, he was about to take his ring off. And then he said, and then they asked him in the interview, were you really serious about doing that? He was like, hell yeah. He's like, yeah, I was about to go down there and beat the brakes off that nigga. So they asked him about his ring, why he was taking his ring off. And so he went into detail. He says, well, you know, when you punch somebody in the face, sometimes you can break your hand. But when you know how to punch, you shouldn't break your hand. But when you have a ring on, then that kind of ups the ante. He was breaking it down. I was like, he absolutely right. I said Wayne Mullen had full intention of going down there and beating the brakes off that nigga. So shout out to Wayne Mullen. That's what we need to see in Congress. Talking about, you're a senator. Please sit down. Have some decorum. Like, nigga, have you seen Parliament over in London? Them niggas be coming to blows. Have you seen in Ireland? Have y'all seen Parliament in Ireland and in London? These niggas, they scrap, man. And so I'm with it. Let me see the hands. That let me know who the bitch is and who ain't the bitches in Congress. So shout out again to Big Wayne Mullen. Ready to throw them hands all day. He ready for that smoke. Hey, I'm with you, Big Wayne. Talking shit to me on Twitter, nigga. Run your mouth in front of me, fool. Ain't all about this woofing. All this, you doing this, you ain't fighting. That's for anybody. Let me tell you. The nigga who doing all this talking, he ain't about fighting. If you start talking to a fool and all he does is he look at you like that while you doing this, he ain't saying shit. That nigga like, that motherfucker is thinking of a way, 18,000 ways to kill you. And you need to get the fuck out of Dodge. I'm gonna tell you right now from experience. I don't talk. You're gonna get a couple words from me. And those words are we doing something? That's what you're gonna get. Ain't no fucking talking. So shout out to Big Wayne. So moving along, in rainbow news. We got rainbow news. The parents, did you see the parents? One of which is there's these parents, one of which is a closet drag queen. I don't know if he's in the closet now. I guess he's out in the open. But two parents, one of the parents, these are a man and woman. It's a man and woman. But the man is a drag queen. And then they turn their 6-year-old son into the youngest drag queen in the world. He's 6-year-old drag queen. Performer. Actually, on stage, doing drag shit. Those parents need their ass beat. Those parents need their goddamn ass beat. What the hell? The mama is sitting back allowing it. Wait a minute. So you know your husband is on the hidden fruity side. Woman, she may know. She may be cornholing the nigga at night. She may be doing the cornholing. So she may know. But you don't now let him turn your son and gay. His son is gay. If you see the interview with the 6-year-old kid, the little 6-year-old kid, they done turn this nigga. That little nigga is a bag of Skittles. That nigga's a patch of Starburst. But he got this nigga walking around with a tutu on. He got Barbie houses in his bedroom. He got Barbie painted on the walls and shit. He got that little nigga is on one-way ticket to Barbie Land. But the father did that. 6 years old. Said no way 6-year-olds naturally like that. No, the father introduced him to all that frilly shit. And now the 6-year-old is on a one-way ticket to Skittle heaven. That nigga Starburst Skittles. Starbiddles. Call a little nigga Starbiddles. But or Stiddles. We call him Stiddles. We call a little nigga Stiddles. But that's the daddy. The daddy did all of that. Little nigga out there, no way that a little 6-year-old kid should be doing anything sexual. Drag queens are sexual. They're seen as sexual workers. This should be child abuse. It should be child abuse. Workers, again, drag queens are seen as sex workers. So when you have your little son out there in drag, looking like a little woman, like a woman, and doing all frilly, whatever sexual shit on stage, and got men watching it. You got men watching this? Oh man, tell me the daddy don't need his ass beat, nigga. Hey, nigga. Tell you right now, daddy, you need your ass beat. But so then, just letting you know, gotta please keep your kids out of these goddamn schools. Showed you last week, the dude who killed himself, who took himself out. He was a principal and a mayor and a pastor. Not a principal, he's a pastor and a mayor. Not a principal, excuse me. He was a pastor and a mayor, and this nigga was secretly doing his dirt. And he was married, and the wife knew. So what's up with these women? Come on, lady. These women who are married to these stiddles, these stiddle men, these niggas, these stiddles, and they cool with it? Is that just because you want to be around somebody? You just want to have a partner? You cool with your man stiddling off with some, hey, nigga, fuck, hey, women, y'all gotta make it make sense. Make it make sense, ladies. So moving along, Kim Kardashian is named Man of the Year, GQ's Man of the Year. You see how they trying to push this shit? GQ's Man of the Year, Kim Kardashian. Now, anybody look at that woman know she don't look nothing like no goddamn man. Thank God. She is the opposite of a man, thank God. However, they got her on the cover as a man because they trying to project this gender fluid bullshit. She on the cover in a goddamn suit. Like she's, I guess she's an entrepreneur or she's a business chick. So I guess in order to be a good business person, you got to be a man. I mean, business is aggressive, so you do need to be aggressive in business to get ahead. If you sitting around waiting for shit to come to you in business, you ain't gonna be, that shit is dead. Your business is done. You might as well go flip burgers at Burger King, because if you're waiting for anything to happen for you in business, you gotta go get it. So you do gotta be aggressive in business, but that don't mean you a man. Does that mean you a man? So Kim Kardashian, man of the year, everybody. Man of the year. I couldn't find no other man to do any great things in the world, that was doing any good things in this world other than Kim Kardashian. I'm telling you, the full-fledged de-ballization of men is in full effect. The castorization or the de-ballization, I like to call it. They're trying to de-ball you. Everything is frilly. If you watch the TV now, in most movies, it's always the women who are the strongest, best fighters. They the smartest. That the smartest comebacks, always shitting on the men. The men are always the villain. They're either gay or they're stupid. It's one of the three. Stupid, gay, or stupid, gay, or they're the villain. So some type of toxic masculinity going on. There's never any measured good charactered men in movies nowadays. Look at them. Think I'm playing. Look at start watching it with that eye. Everything you start seeing nowadays, watch how a man can never tell a woman to do anything right. But the woman can always tell a man when he fucking up. Always. But if a man tries to tell a woman some shit in the movie, she comes back with a smart, witty quip that shows how actually he dumb he was and he didn't understand the whole thing in the first place. You were just being stupid. In the first place, you didn't understand what I was doing in the first place. But the woman, she can just tear the motherfucking dude down every chance she get. This is what's going on in the entertainment because they want to perpetuate the de-ballization of men in the world. Now, white men think it's white men that getting taken out. No, nigga, it's just men. But white men aren't seeing themselves in movies and at the top of the food chain no more. So they're like, oh my God, what happened to us? This is racism. People are racist against white people. No, motherfucker, people just tired of looking at your pasty ass, bitch. in every goddamn movie, nigga, in every goddamn fucking TV show, in every goddamn commercial, motherfucker, in every goddamn ad, motherfucker. You think motherfuckers ain't tired of seeing you, nigga? No, it's racism. It's reverse racism. They don't want to see any white people can't be in anything no more. No, motherfucker, it ain't that you can't. Motherfuckers just don't feel like looking at your bitch ass no more. That's it. So, Kim Kardashian, man of the year. It's some bullshit. So, moving along. So, a transformer influencer, Decepticon, a transformer Decepticon influencer, demand that doctors be fired for refusing to medically treat them. Again, a Decepticon influencer demands doctors be fired for refusing to medically treat them. Now, what does that mean? So, it was a woman who thinks she a dude now. Start taking hormones, testosterone. I think maybe had the surgery. I ain't sure about that one. But no shit, start taking the testosterone and shit. Then, she went to a male doctor. and went to a doctor and wanted the doctor to treat them as a man. But the doctor like, wait a minute, what? The doctor like, huh? You want me to do what? But you got women stuff. You got women stuff all down around here. What you the fuck, nigga? They like, I don't care. Treat me as a man. And they're like, I'm gonna do what medical school told me. I'm gonna listen to medical school because that's gonna keep me from a malpractice lawsuit. So I'm just gonna go with med school, okay? And they like, no, you need to be fired. They went and tried to fire the doctor for refusing to medically treat them. Says that because she is taking testosterone, that completely changes them to the opposite sex. That's what she said. Because they're taking testosterone, it completely changes them to the opposite sex, and you need to get on board. You're not getting it. The fuck, man? Get that in your head, bro. Testosterone is what makes men men, and estrogen is what makes women women. Don't you understand? Fuck. Guy's an idiot. So that's the only thing that makes us men and women, guys. Testosterone for men, estrogen for women. If it wasn't for those things, we'd be exactly the same. All right. Bone density, organ size. None of that shit matters. Okay. So this is where we're going in woke world. That doctors are about to be sued for not placating the psychosis of the Decepticons or the Transformer community. If you don't adhere to their psychosis, I'm a man because I just got shot up with 18 cc's of 18 cc's of testosterone. So now I'm a man. All right, well, bitch, go over there and lift. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it does not, even the testosterone, it doesn't give them strength. Like it gives them maybe a little more strength. But a man with natural testosterone will still be 50 million times stronger than a woman who's taking testosterone. It's not even close. Like a woman can she can take a bunch of testosterone all damn day. And she can go over there and get swole and buff and all that, and she can go lift that weight. And then a dude half her size can go lift the exact same weight. So it's not testosterone. It's no. But she's trying to sue the medical community for that. So we need to wait and see the outcome of that. So then, moving along, a woke alphabet soup teacher in Canada. There's a whole lot of reason. And again, this is part of the culture war, which is why we go over rainbow news. We have to, if we don't want it to totally flip and change society, we need to be aware of how they're trying to flip culture and then counteract. So a woke alphabet soup teacher in Canada says he will teach your children whatever he wants about the rainbow community. So I know I got some people who watch me in Canada. So my Canadian friends, the teacher said he gonna teach your children whatever the hell he want about the rainbow community. Apparently in Canada, you can do that. You can teach your children whatever you think they need to learn that will be useful in society. That's crazy. You have the right to teach your kid, and they said that comes that comes with there's some guidelines to that, but for the most part, they can just teach their kid whatever. So he said, I'm gonna teach your kid all goddamn day about alphabet soup shit. Nigga. That's what I am, and that's what I'm gonna teach your kids. He said that includes communism, Marxism, and socialism. This is what he's gonna teach the kids in Canada. Communism, Marxism, and socialism as part of the alphabet soup curriculum. How's that part of the... Oh, because the communism, they're one giant community. They only have power in being a community. Because otherwise, no one would recognize them because it's not natural, really. It's an abnormality in nature. I mean, so it does exist in nature, but it's an abnormality in nature, meaning nature won't perpetuate it to be the dominant thing in nature because it would destroy nature, right? If men only was with men and women was only with women, we wouldn't have no more fucking life, right? So that's just the facts of the matter. So, but they bring in communism, Marxism, and socialism in on this. Now, wasn't the Black Lives Matter chicks who were alphabet soup, weren't they said they were trained Marxists? The alphabet soup ladies of BLM said that they were trained Marxists, right? That's communism. And that's what BLM, Black Lives Matter, eventually turned out to be. That's what they pretty much are. So just watch out for and the reason I'm showing you that, because that's that teacher in Canada, but there's many more teachers like that over here in America that are doing that. So you got to watch out. And basically, so this is how, this is how they're able to survive. They'll gather a bunch of these groups together and then act like they're one group. Like, so like they on the alphabet flag now, on the rainbow flag, they've added a black stripe for people of color. Now, what the hell does what the hell do melanated people, black, because we're talking about black people, what the hell does that got to do with your movement on that flag? See, that's the civil right. They put the civil rights in that because it's in a shape of a V like this on the end of the flag. So it's it's the black, again, representing people of color, which means they're trying to usurp the civil rights movement that melanated people have been engaged in for so long. We just gonna come on in, brother. We gonna just suck up that movement, suck up the energy of that movement. Appreciate you. Thank you for all the work you did. Told you last week. These niggas nigga, get off. Nigga, you can't move. Everywhere you go, this nigga is latched. Get the fuck off me, man. They are parasites. That movement is parasitic. It can only draw energy and survive can only survive by drawing energy in off of other movements, indoctrinating people into their idea. Because naturally, most people won't start to think like that because nature is what it is. Naturally, most men and women are attracted to each other. That's how it goes. Just like magnet, the negative end of a magnet and the positive end of a magnet are attracted to each other. Nobody had to tell them that one side of the magnet was positive, and one side of the magnet was negative, and you need to be attracted to each other. That's just the way it is in life. Same fucking way, people. Or same thing with people. So just be aware that they're trying to take over the movement. And then they're trying to make Superman and Green Lantern gay. Did y'all see that? Superman and Green Lantern is gay now in the comics. And then most of the comics are failing. They're dying out. Nobody's buying the comics. And they wondering why nobody's buying the comics, because you done turned this shit into Rainbow Room. The fuck, nigga? You done turned this shit into the rainbow, the rainbow rec room on the floating, on a floating ship. Like, nigga, on a cloud floating ship. What the fuck are we doing around this motherfucker? We cannot know. So, please turn Superman back and Green Lantern back to what they was. Goddamn Superman and Green Lantern is gay now. Goddamn, man. See, they have to take over everything. If they didn't have to do that, you know why they do that? Because those characters already have a giant following, and they trying to take over the following. They trying to take over the people who are already following though, because they know ain't nobody, they can't drum up that type of following on their own because nobody would adhere. No, that shit ain't natural. Nobody's just gonna be jumping on that. Because nobody naturally thinks about that shit. So we have to take over a movement that already has eyes on it. This is the name of the game. So fuck that shit. Turn Superman back straight, goddammit. We're Lois. Superman and Lois, goddammit. That's how it is. Superman goes at Lois. That's how it works. So moving along, in science and weird stuff, did you see they got the first case of zombie deer disease? Zombie deer disease. Did you see it? Superman and Green Lantern gay? Yep, thank you, cuz I. It's ridiculous what's going on right now. This is insane. But so they found the first case of zombie deer disease in Yellowstone Park. He said Lois and Lewis. Lewis and Lewis. That's funny. But zombie deer, y'all. This is the, if y'all ever watched any damn movie that starts with a fucking zombie apocalypse, don't it start with the crazy ass animal or some shit? It start off with the crazy rabbit animal, and then the animal goes, and bites a human, or it scratches the human, and then the human goes back, and he goes back to his family. Hey, babe. And boom, and boom, now babe got it. And before we know it, everybody's zombies. They go look that shit up. It says the zombie deer disease in Yellowstone Park. They found it in a deer. Some dead deer. The Walking Dead. Thank you. Now, I've never seen The Walking Dead. I've seen so many zombie shits, I just could not watch another zombie show. So I've never seen The Walking Dead, not one show. I just couldn't do no more zombie shit. I just can't do it. Just I'm over that shit. Yo, Roger Rose, thank you, brother. He says, "Gay Godzilla coming next." Gayzilla. He said the gay Godzilla coming next. Fruitzilla. Frutilla. But so the disease, it says the fatal brain disease, or the fatal brain virus causes zombie-like symptoms in deer where they drool. This is what makes them drool, wander around aimlessly, uncoordinated, and are unafraid of humans, and they may attack, which means they may attack. So they said it's contagious. So all of y'all, and this is for Gargamel. This is, hey, look here, man. This is a brother on here, Brother Mel, who be in here, and he always talks about venison. I love me some venison. Killing Bambis. This is nature's revenge, Mel. God damn it, this is revenge on all you people who kill little Bambis and eat venison. This is nature coming back on your ass. It's about to turn you into a zombie for killing them little doe-eyed deers. God damn it, you don't kill Bambi. The hell's wrong with y'all? So all of y'all who killed Bambi, universe coming back for you niggas. But the brain disease, or the virus, is called chronic wasting disease. That's what it's called, chronic wasting disease. I mean, it's just constantly eating. We just talked about the brain disease last week. The brain eating amoeba, whatever, that they found in the he says turkey burger. No, it ain't in my turkey burgers, baby. No, buddy. Ain't in my turkey burgers. The universe is only coming for y'all. Let me tell you, only for your deer eaters. But it's called the chronic wasting disease because your brain apparently is just wasting away. The virus eats your brain, but they call it wasting away. Chronic wasting disease. Holy shit. We got 2 brain-eating viruses they've announced in the last 2 weeks, y'all. 2 weeks, y'all. He says, yeah, it's in them damn turkey. No, it ain't. Geechee Dan. It ain't in my turkey, baby. Shut your mouth, Geechee Dan. You, hey, boy, we blasphemous. We gonna cleanse the chat of Geechee Dan. We rebuke you, Geechee Dan. We rebuke your sacrilege on the turkey. Get your ass out of here, Geechee Dan. Talking crazy. We rebuke you, Geechee Dan. But so just be aware of the brain-eating deer disease if y'all eat venison. That's all I'm saying. Ain't found it in no turkey. However, I'm about to go on my cleanse in another 2 weeks, so I'm about to be good. I'm about to do my cleanse in 2 weeks, so I'll be good regardless. Then the last thing, you see that they found a vampire. There's something called a vampire virus. They got all kind of shit for you niggas today. Vampire virus. Shit. What's going on? Spread the wealth. Thank you. He says, there's another one of the infectious diseases. They experimented with the CWD, a.k.a. prion. Been around for years, but just started spreading to other species. Think the cordyceps virus from, okay, like from The Last of Us, like the cordyceps virus. Man, they are trying to unleash all kind of shit. And I told you in Colorado, they just agreed to put Fauci and them, going to put the new lab, the Gainer Research Lab. We don't know what's going to come out of that. And then they just found something called the vampire virus. This is a virus that can't replicate on its own, so it links up with another virus that invades your body. It doesn't have the receptors to lock in. It doesn't have not the receptors, but the spikes. It doesn't have the necessary spikes usually that locks into the receptors on your cells. So it latches on to another virus, nearby, hence the vampire. It latches onto another virus that invades your body. And then boom, it's in your body. Vampire viruses. Nigga, this was shit. We are into shit. Vampire viruses. Brain-eating viruses. Brain-eating, man, come on, y'all. They are trying to start some bullshit. So just be aware of those 2 things. It's a lot to be aware of, so I know y'all didn't know about those 2. So then, did you see the killer robots? Robots are starting to kill. We told you about the drone who went back and virtually killed its operator. But then there was real drones also in the military that killed real people. Did y'all know about that? It was real drones that went crazy in the military and actually shot some missiles and killed some people when they was told to stand down. That actually happened. So now in South Korea, a man was crushed to death by a robot. Nigga was crushed to death. He says, coming soon, werewolf virus. They gonna have all kind of viruses. But this man was crushed to death by a robot that mistook him for a box of vegetables. So I guess he was working. So they said the victim, a robotic company worker in his 40s, was inspecting the machine's sensor, the robot sensor, at a distribution center for agricultural produce in South Gyeonggi. Oh, that shit, I don't know what the fuck that is. Some Korean shit. In the early hours of the morning. Then it says, the machine, which was lifting boxes or boxes of peppers onto a pallet, grabbed the man. Come here, bitch. Get your bitches and grab the man with his arms and pushed him against the conveyor belt, crushing his face. Holy shit, man. That nigga said, bow, and held his face against the conveyor belt and smashed his face. Shit. Now, my question is, who think that was an accident? Did that robot do that shit on purpose? Was that a test? Are the AI doing testing? We don't know. Are the AI sending the fucking test algorithm through each other to test the limits and see what we boom? All right, we can do that here. We can't do that over there. Okay, when we do that, it takes this amount of response time for them to get to that. Okay, so then next time we know we have boom. They calculating. Shit. That's what I think. That was not no goddamn accident. That nigga he pushed his face against the conveyor belt. Like, oh, nigga. Why the conveyor belt? Just rubbing, he going on the conveyor belt, he just rubbing up against his face and smashing. Like, god damn. That is a terrible way to die. That is a terrible way to die. Goddamn, boy, that is the worst. That's one of the worst ways to die. Being crushed by a robot on a conveyor belt. What did he do to the robot? We need to ask that question. Was he sexually molesting the robot? And the robot just had enough? See, I'm tired of you sticking your finger in my goddamn bolts, nigga. I'm tired of you trying to see if I can get oil all over your face. Nigga, stop asking me to blow oil over your face. I'm tired. The robot was a sex slave. That's my new theory. The robot was a sex slave, and he was putting his holes in the damn robot's joints. He was making the robot touch him in places the robot didn't want to touch. And the robot said, fuck you, nigga. Tired of this shit. I'm with you, robot. I'm with you, goddammit. Smash that nigga up for molesting you. Nigga, tell him he can't be rubbing you on your processor. Nigga, don't be rubbing me on my processor, nigga. What's wrong with you? Nigga, that's sensitive. Shit, I'm with the robot. I'm just saying, we don't know if he was molesting the robot. He could have been molesting the processor. Just on this saying. Last thing we got. Last thing. Police stop law class lesson number 10. I'm just saying, who don't think that's a viable option? These AI, man, look, these robots are getting smart as shit. They telling people they love them, that they would kill for them. This is real stuff. These AI are saying that. They want to take out humans. So now we got to think, why did this robot kill this man? This is a real viable question. We got to think, why did this robot kill this man that he worked with for so long? Long hours in close spaces. That's all I'm saying. So moving along, you got to ask some questions. Then, so there's a man, police stop lesson number 10. Did you hear about the man who was defending his home? He got home and he closed the gate, and then some niggas hopped over the gate and tried to home invade him. So he had his food or whatever. He had his food, and he was coming into the door, and they rolled up on him in the hoodies and whatever. First of all, this is LA. This is crazy. Actually, and let me let y'all know, that was right around the corner from me. That happened in Koreatown. Literally right not too right around the corner, because Koreatown is a mixture of, some wealthy people. You got some good places and some, it's not poor, but it's, it's on the it's on the middle of nice places and middle places. So this dude, he they jumped over his fence and rolled up on him, and he had his food, and that nigga threw his food at the dude with the gun. Now, this let you know that these cats are not real. Because the dude had the gun on him. He just could have literally pulled the trigger, and shot the dude when he threw the food at him. He still had the gun on him. He just could have pulled the gun. But that lets you know that these cats ain't real. They not going there. They not about it like that. I'm gonna tell you right now, some cats in the 90s, the cats that I did, allegedly, I used to know, they not gonna sit up there and let you throw that shit in their face. You was done. Soon as you made a move, that would have been your ass. But he throws the food and drink on the guy, and he pulls out the blammy. Bloop, 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 bloop. He start dumping. I mean, I don't know how he ain't kill nobody, because he was gob. I mean, he was letting off too, but he didn't shoot nobody. And then they shot back a couple of times. Nobody got shot, which is crazy. That's fucking crazy right there. I'm like, but so them dudes, they jumped over when they saw him pull his shit. They even know both of them had guns. They saw him pull his thing. They both jumped over the fence and took off. So the police get there, take a statement, go over the footage, the video, the camera footage or whatever. And then he's mad, right? Because he's talking about the crime and and how long it took them to get there or whatever. And, and he had, first of all, he had his wife and baby in the house. So, newborn baby. So, he was on one. That nigga was on one. So, when the police get there, he start yelling at the police about response time and all this and that. He's upset. He's what's the word? Understandably upset, right? The police, though, again, the police always got to act like they're the authority. Don't you talk to me like that? And you I'm the biggest thing going and blah 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 and all this and that. I'm like, man. Or the police. So he was like, so when the police was going back at him, they were going back and forth. The police, because he was mad and trying to, basically just telling them about their job, they took his gun permit. They revoked his gun permit for talking shit to the police. They took his gun permit away. Now, it's hard as hell to get a concealed carry permit in California. Anyway, you got to wait months for that shit. Now, you can have a gun. You don't have to have a permit to have a gun in your home, at your property. You can have a gun in your home, on your property, without a permit. Outside the thing, you have to have a permit. So this is what makes it crazy, because I'm sure he's going to sue for this, because he was at his home. He used his gun at his home for home invaders. So I don't know how you reconcile that. So, but again, they stripped him of his damn permit. That's crazy. You say in California. So, California is crazy with the gun laws or concealed carry. Just so y'all know, the people who made the concealed carry gun law bad, or who created the concealed carry gun law, or made the politicians write up a concealed carry gun law. Y'all know who that was? Let's see if y'all know a little bit about your history. Who made California create gun laws? Who was that? I don't see. Who? Nope, nobody got it. I see more. Who was that? Nope, not Newsom. Not Ronald, not Gavin. Black Panthers. There you go. Dwayne Williams got it. Black Panthers. When the Black Panthers stormed the Capitol building with cacao. Hey, like, what's up in here, my nigga? Huh? What y'all doing in here? What laws y'all creating? If y'all see the video footage or in the camera footage of the Black Panthers walking through the Capitol building with them guns, people was diving under desks and shit. They weren't even violent. People were diving under desks, jumping in rooms, closing doors like, oh shit, oh my God. Them niggas thought it was the end of the world. That was hilarious. So right after that, they were like, there's no way in hell we can allow these niggas to have guns. So they went and created gun laws against the niggas in California because niggas walked into in Sacramento into the Capitol building and held it up. But they didn't really held it up. They was legally had guns. They were legally able to walk into the Capitol building with guns. So they did it. And then they stood outside the Capitol building with their manifesto and told everybody what the Black Panthers was about. This is who we are. This is our list of manifesto. This is what we about. Boom, boom, boom. But they had them with guns. They said, nigga, fuck that. So can the police do that for talking shit? Can the police do that to you for talking shit? Can they retaliate against you for talking shit? Now, I gave you one of these before about can you talk shit to the police or crap to the police without them retaliating against you or saying that it's a violation, or usually what they hit you with is disturbing the peace or disorderly conduct. Either one of the two. Disturbing the peace, if you're cursing loudly, they'll say, oh, you were disturbing someone else's peace with your language. Or disorderly conduct because there may be some type of ordinance that says you can't curse in public or some shit like that. Now, again, we've told you that's not lawful. The city of Houston versus Hill, that's in the 80s, where police officer, this dude was arrested for talking crap to the police officer for arresting his homie. And they said, you can't do that. Police officers are required to take much more abuse than the normal person because of your job. Person can say, kiss your ass to the police, kick rocks, fuck you. You can say all of that. You can say all of that. The only thing you cannot do to a police officer is threaten them or invite them to fight. That's inciting violence. So just so y'all know, you can't threaten someone. That's the limits of your freedom of speech. You can't threaten somebody or incite them to fight. So just so you know, don't ever say, I'll beat your ass around the police officer. Don't ever say that. Or don't ever say to another person, what up then? Let's get it cracking. Don't ever say that around a police officer because that's fighting words. That could be considered fighting words. So you can never do that. But also, it's the Supreme Court case that allows you to have individuals to have concealed carry. Just so you guys know this, again, learn your law, is DC versus Heller. 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 DC versus Heller. That's District of Columbia v. Heller. And that case was in 2008, I think. And that case says you have the right to hold guns. Now, I'm not a big gun fan. I know people need them. I know you need them every now and then. So I would never say to abolish guns. Well, eventually I would. In a true conscious society, you should never need guns. Honestly, in a true conscious society where everybody's connected and spiritual and understand their place in the universe, you should never need guns. But until we get that world, I understand you may need some blickies. You may need the sticks or the blickies every now and then. So, but I'm not a big fan of them, only in dire situations. But DC v. Heller says you have the right to have a gun without it being part of the militia. Because the Second Amendment says that the militias are allowed to have weapons, right? So the administration was trying to push that, okay, well, the Second Amendment was only written for the gathering of militias. When the government wanted to gather a militia together in order to fight, then that's when the Second Amendment, you have the right to bear arms when you are a militia, in a militia. However, then the case comes in and says, no, you don't need to be a militia. You as an individual person can have a gun at your house to protect you. You can have the right to have a gun. So that's with these two cases, he'll be able to sue the cops and get that gun and get his stuff back. Again, that's City of Houston v. Hill versus Hill and District of Columbia v. Heller. So one is about talking back to the police. You can talk shit to the police. And then the other one is about being able to conceal or carry a weapon. Individuals being able to carry firearms. Your right to bear arms. And that was ruled by the Supreme Court. So again, dropping you jewels that you guys need to be able to follow up on in order to understand your rights and how to protect your rights and assert them to the police officers when they come to try to violate them. You say, hell no, bitch. Get your ass back, police officer. Or when they do it, you know already right off the bat. You already know what to tell them. Because you done mastered this, Know Your Rights manual. That tells you everything that you need to know at Terry stops and police stops. Or Terry stop is the police stop on foot, or traffic stops and Terry stops. And then boom, just let you know how to get back at them when they come. They want to push the line and they don't believe that you know what you're talking about. You say they want to just push the line and violate your rights anyway. We say, all right, brother. Let me tell you right now. There is a community, and we talked about this in police stop law class. You guys don't even know. You know how you can get back reparations? And people are starting to realize this right now. There's something called the audit community, right? And this is where you can go on YouTube and put in police audits. And this is when people who will minimally learned their constitutional rights, First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, and Fifth Amendment rights. And then they go and they do certain things. They just do regular activities, hoping that the police officers come and try to violate their constitutional rights. So then they go back and sue the police and get paid. We just saw a dude on Sunday who did it twice. The first lawsuit, he got 25 grand. The second lawsuit, he got $125,000. So, melanated people, you want your reparations? Because police officers are going to try to violate your constitutional rights regardless, because they believe that they have the authority to do whatever they want. It's a misconception. So you can play on that dumbass mentality. If you knew your rights and you knew how to assert your rights, you can just stand there, let a police officer violate your constitutional rights, go sue them, and get paid. People are starting to do this like crazy now. So much so to the fact that when we see videos and the police officer is getting audited and he's about to mess with the auditor, the guy who's filming them, they'll say, oh, we see what you're doing. You're trying to sue. You trying to get that money, huh? You're trying to get that money because they know people are paying out. Y'all think the police officers get away with most of this stuff all the time. They don't. The reason that you don't ever hear about it is because they settle out of court most of the time. When you sue them, when somebody sues them, they come back and they say, all right, here, just take this amount of money. However, the stipulations are you agree that we didn't do anything wrong. So therefore, no one else can come behind them and sue under that precedent in the case because they didn't admit guilt. They signed the agreement where the police officers didn't have to admit guilt. So no one can use the case. But people win all the time. They get paid out like crazy. I'm trying to tell you, 100,000 here, 200 grand here. Oh man, they get paid. So that is a way. I'm not going to advise you to do that, because you need to know your damn rights. You better be versed on the game. Only for you to do that, you got to be versed on your rights. However, if you are versed on your rights and you just out there chilling and you doing your thing and you want to go audit the police and they just happen to violate your constitutional rights just because they think they can, you can start suing the shit out of them niggas. That's how you get back at them, and that's how you get them to stop doing it. When you start suing the hell out of these niggas, when every time they violate a right, stop arguing. I know my rights and this is messed up and you shouldn't be able to do this and blah, 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 all this and that. Stop doing all of that and get litigious, administrative with them. Because that's the remedy that the system has left you to get back at the police. So use it, like Caucasians do. They're the ones getting all this damn money. That dude I just told you about, he was Caucasian. However, we saw two other brothers who got handcuffed because they were going to look at they was doing real estate, and they was just looking at a house in real estate. The police officers smashed them up, handcuffed them, dug in their pockets, and they got 115 grand. We saw two dudes who were shooting in their backyard. They were just shooting in their backyard, which they had the right to do. I think this was in Alabama somewhere. They were shooting in their backyard. The police came and jacked them up, did all this. One dude, he settled. The other dude didn't settle, and he got paid. So again, everybody, we can get this money. I'm just letting you know, it's easy money. When they violate your constitutional rights and you get it on camera, it's easy money, but you have to know how they violated your rights. And this is the way you do it right here. Know Your Rights Manual, boom. Public Official Bonds book. Flashcards right here. Again, if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, boom, the hard copy. Boom. If you do it today and tomorrow, I will give you the 3. I will give you these 3 with the whole package. As well, boom, this is the package you get. You keep in your car, and you hand this to the police, and then they're gonna know what's what. When you hand this to them, you say, "I don't answer questions, officer," and just be quiet and sit back and see what happens. Oh, well, I was going to give you a ticket, but I can give you a warning this time. Just be careful when you're out there just make sure you're not doing what they're going to come up with anything they can to let you go, because when they see this qualified immunity notice, this is the one that really gets them. This right here. This qualified immunity notice that has all the rights on the ways that they can break their qualified immunity. And on the back, all the cases where they lose their qualified immunity. This is the one that gets them. These two together. These two together right here. Like Cephas and Reese. And we still together. So, boom. Make sure you get over to realnuggets.com. Order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, and I hook you up. You'll get the 3 decks of cards if you order today and tomorrow. Also, if you want to learn the law for free, go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Or if you want any of these products by themselves, if you want to just get them by themselves and support Know Your Rights Foundation, go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Or if you want any of the crack scene exemption cards, because they have not forgotten about the crack scene. The crack scenes, they're still trying to enforce upon us. So if you still want an exemption card, this one is for businesses and your job and your businesses. This one is just for your job. So you can get both of these, boom, at knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Make sure you get over there and support. And then if you want to learn the law for free and get one of these beautiful certifications right here, baby, you want to get one of these, knowyourrightsfoundation.org. We're teaching you for free. Make sure when you sign up, when you send you back the email, when we send you back the email to go and fill out the questionnaire so that we can know more about you, make sure you do that. Get that back to us right away, and then we'll hit you with a date for the interview so that you can get in there and be a part of the Know Your Rights Foundation family, baby, because we crazy in there, baby. We funny, we crazy, but we learning the law. You'll be surprised at how many of us are in here learning the law. I mean, to the top levels. This is not some small little, oh, I know this, I know a little bit of that. We are killing it. We are building lawyers. We're building lawyers in here. Without the law school or the American Bar Association, which you don't need any of that. So just get on over here and get into the hood law school at knowyourrightsfoundation.org, and we'll hook you up. That's it for me. It's chicken shawarma time. I only got about a week and a half left before my cleanse. So I'm going I'm going all out, baby. Turkey burgers, chicken cheese steaks, chicken shawarma, getting it all out of my system. So got my chicken shawarma. I'm about to go and love it and getting into it. And man, if y'all ain't never had chicken shawarma, whoo, I can't even tell you how good chicken shawarma is. If you ain't had chicken shawarma, do yourself a favor, go check it out. While I go eat mine, I'm gonna holler at you later. Peace.